We have a wealth of trail building here. From the volunteer guys to the professionals. I mean, they go worldwide and build mountain bike trails.
What's their big motivation? My thing was I just wanted to go out there and be away from everything and just get dirty and create something. Create something with the environment that you've got.
What I love about trail building is the fact that I get to give back to the community that I'm so passionate about.
Well, I think as far as people that made a big influence early on, Rob Coquette comes to mind. Gravity Logic is his business. They go around the world building bike parks. He got funding from BC Hydro to build PowerSmart and the Plunge and Skookum. It made us realize that corporations like BC Hydro seen an advantage to being associated with mountain biking and recreation. That was quite an influential thing for us.
Jim Bowes is probably the original builder. He was instrumental in developing Valleycliff.
Myself and Mike Nelson built Caterpillar and Mad Hatter. There was a whole zone up there that nobody had touched. So I went, well, I'm going to build the biggest trail I can and then see what happens from there.
How long was that building process for Mad Hatter?
5 years.
There's pretty much a story behind every one of those trail names.
They all had a different personality on the trails they built.
Icy Hole of Death. The guy Mark, when he built that trail, he stepped in an icy puddle and broke his leg.
Ed's Bypass. My buddy Ed was building it. He was going to call it the missing link, but he was doing it as rehab for a heart attack. I said, no, that's Ed's Bypass.
Meet your maker. It was scary. Toe straps, full rigid bikes, cantilever brakes, and it was a pretty steep trail, so it was like, oh God, we're going to meet our maker.
19th hole, I think, had something to do with Rob finding golf balls. I guess somebody had been up at the top just drifting them off into space.
What about entrails?
When building that trail, there was the entrails of a deer, kind of an ominous scene.
2008, 2009, the federal government introduced a program called the National Trail Coalition. And it was a $25 million trail building, maintenance, recuperation project. And then at the same time, the Dirt Biking Association in Squamish applied for $200,000. And they were going to do the area above the plunge. I said, well, if they can get the money, we got to think about it. Could we say we're developing a whole trail network? So we did, and we got $50,000 additions. We had $100,000 now to build and maintain trails. We employed every trail builder we knew in Squamish, but we also included this additional trail, and that was Half Nelson. Chris McCrum laid it out in 2009. We were shocked as anybody else about the success of Half Nelson. I mean, most of our trails before that were way steeper, kind of gnarlier, and he goes, no, we don't need to build it that steep to be fun.
We always seemed to have one trail builder that was really pushing it out. They would be there for 3 or 4 or 5 years and then kind of fade away, and somebody else would step up and do it. It was pretty neat the way they kind of worked in sequence off of each other and expanded the trail system a lot.
How a room with a view?
I think Christian just liked the view there, so he called it Room with a View.
That's the PC version.
Yeah.
That's the on-camera version.
Yeah, totally.
Stop rolling, you can tell us the real.
You need Christian here to tell you that.